What's going on, G's? Coach Davis, live from Brooklyn, back with another video. And as you can see from the title, I want to talk about I relapsed after 200 plus days of semen retention. And this can resonate with anybody that relapsed at whatever day. It don't matter, right? So let's get into the first point. I got a challenge for everybody that's on retention or struggling with retention. Because a lot of people get this misconstrued when you may be thinking negative thoughts in the presence of someone, whether it be a guy, whether it be a woman. You'll come to realize that what I've noticed in myself in the past and just people in general, when you start thinking thoughts that you may not want to think in the presence of somebody else, you think that person can see it, and you start reacting to those thoughts and you take yourself out of the present moment because you mad that you don't have control over everything because of your ego. You want to control everything. You gotta let that go, right? If you may be thinking about something that you may not want to think about, like you may be around a girl and you start thinking about sex because you want to have sex with her. First of all, you got to understand that that's normal, and you don't have to react to that. You could just remind yourself that you are a man, she could be attractive, and that's that. But when you start thinking other negative thoughts like, man, I gotta chill, I'm a pervert, or why I can't, you start beating yourself up, and beating yourself up is literally what it sounds like. Stop beating yourself up, because ain't nobody else doing it to you. Had somebody comment, shout out to TC Fitness, he said, you versus you. And I replied back, that's the only battle that is not an illusion. That's the only battle there is in this world, bro. Is you versus you. All of these other battles, they don't even exist. They all an illusion. The only battle that exists is you versus you. That's the only thing that everybody should be worried about. Now, I got a challenge for everybody watching. Record yourself like I'm doing. This is actually what helped me start a YouTube channel. I'm about to get real transparent. I decided to try something. I set up a camera and I started just watching myself, right? And literally, like, I would sit down, post it up, just preparing myself for a channel. And I would just, think my thoughts and pay attention to myself. I'm like, I noticed as I thought that, you couldn't see it. Or I noticed as I thought this negative thoughts about myself, about my past. No, you can't see it. You only see it when you react to it, when you make a screwed up face, when you start getting mad, and now your aura and just your vibe is only off because of what you react to. Right? That's all we have control over is what we react to. All in all. Now, listen, man. If you are struggling with semen retention, it's alright, man. Don't beat yourself up about it. It happens. You just can't be tripping about it. You can't be going throughout your day-to-day always planning and thinking about how you can make it to the next day. You are setting yourself up for failure when you do that. Just let it go. Like what I do, I downloaded the Manhood app. I let it count my days for me, and I just go, man. I just go. The thing about the present moment that I need everybody to understand, if you don't, is that to align yourself with the present moment means that what just happened 2 minutes ago or 2 years ago is over. Because you have to stay focused now in order to get ready for each and every next step that you are about to take. That's like if you walking and you just stepped over a big dark black hole that you was about to fall into, and you just keep glorifying yourself because of that. Kind of similar to semen retention, like, yeah, I made it through the next day. I'm good. and you so busy worried about that, you're not in the present moment, you're going to fall into another hole. Right? Because the holes don't stop. On semen retention, you'll always be dealing with stronger and stronger urges. So you have to always align yourself with the present moment. When it comes to being an alpha, a lot of people get this misconstrued. When it comes to being a alpha, a true alpha is not motherfucking worried about being alpha, man. You'll come to realize that people be going out their motherfucking way to be alpha. That is not alpha. You walking into a situation, whether you're on semen retention or not, people always walking into situations when it comes to people, whatever, a job, an interview, a party, whatever. You going to school, work. Oh, I don't want to go in here looking like I'm feminine or looking beta. And then you start thinking about what you need to do to look alpha. And what happens after that? How do you know what you're doing is alpha? You start paying attention to how people are reacting to what you do. That's not alpha. A motherfucking alpha is not worried about being alpha or beta. You just motherfucking moving. Because the thing about the present moment is that you are constantly learning about what you do. That's how you get the most out of life. You learn from experience. If you slip up and you look back on a situation, if it's necessary, and you like, alright, that might have been a little beta, you just learned something. You just keep moving throughout the moment, though. You don't try to alter it now, like, I did this, let me not. You still thinking. The thing about the present moment is you gotta allow yourself to think. Allow your thoughts to come and go. You don't latch on to them. You feel me? Like, you gotta just allow things to take place. You're not gonna have control over your brain, maybe for a while. That's gonna take some time, if it's even possible to have full control over that. Right? The main thing you want to make sure you are doing, though, is just stay in the present moment. You may look back on a mistake you made on retention because you relapsed and you're like, all right. Maybe you start thinking about how the day went, what maybe led up to what you did, but don't think about what you did. Don't think about why you did it. Just pay attention to what you were doing to avoid it. And yet it still happened. So now you're coming to realize that you can't avoid it because you tried all of these things to avoid something from happening. Because you felt like, why does anybody try to avoid anything? Because you feel that there's a strong possibility that it could take place, right? Just like when I'm in the hood in Brooklyn, I move a certain kind of way and I'm starting to catch myself. You move in a certain kind of way out in these streets. If you in the street, you in the ghetto, whatever. You start moving a certain kind of way because you have a strong possibility in your mind that something bad can happen because of where you at. But, like for instance, right, there's people that come here like from downtown, white people that's not from this area. They not thinking about none of that. And they just moving regular. And you could feel that. You could feel like this person ain't even worried about nothing. But see, when you tensing yourself up and you not relaxing, that's another tip I'm going to give you. Something that another challenge I want to give you is throughout the entire day of every day starting today from when you watch this video, relax every muscle in your body all of the time. If you want to focus on anything and you want a true tip that is going to help you, rather than other channels want to get on here and bash everybody. And I'm guilty that I've done, I've bashed people for relapsing. I apologize for that. But anyway, I want y'all to be able to come to my channel for support, whether you slipping up or whether you going strong. It don't matter. Now, make sure, right? I forgot the point I was going to make. Oh yeah. Make sure that you are relaxing every muscle in your body. Because I'm guilty of, not doing that. Relax every muscle in your body. Do not tense nothing up. When you walk, Poke your chest out a little bit to where you comfortable. Put your shoulders a little back to where you comfortable. Do everything to where you comfortable. Don't force anything. Make sure your feet are not doing this when you walking, because if you pay attention, everybody's feet walk like this. That's not, I don't even look right. Well, it look like penguins. Make sure you align your feet. Walk straight. That's how you align yourself with the present moment. The present moment don't stop. So in order to align yourself with the present moment and get out your head, you got to pay attention to your body language. Right? Let your thoughts come and go, man. Listen. Do the best that you can. And you're going to be alright, man. Don't worry about how anybody else think about you or whatever. Because guess what? You only hurting yourself. And you never truly know what somebody is thinking about you. So, who's really being hurt at the end of the day? You, or the person that you think is thinking bad about you. Right? You really hurting yourself. Because even if you're around somebody that's thinking bad about you, why should you care? But I'm out with that, man. Peace.